The average reader can go out, Google, research. I've laid some out on the table here. I'm just going to read some headlines. World Economic Forum Annual Meeting 2014, Executive Summary. Basically, if you believe in the Bilderbergs or you believe in any of the conspiracy type of programs, what they're really talking about, honestly, is just wealthy elite rulers of the world. Who are these wealthy elite people? Well, they want to be secretive. That's one of the things they hope to accomplish. The wealthiest of the people in the world, they have the top 1% of the wealthiest people control 65 more times wealth than the bottom half. And the global elite, the wealthy, want to keep it that way. Here, the world's, this one is astonishing. The 85 wealthiest people in the world control as much wealth as 3.5 billion people on this planet. 85 people have as much wealth as half the population of the earth. There's something that just is inherently wrong with that. But you can imagine the power that these people have. 6 corporations control 90% of the media that you either read, you hear, you see, the stories that are written. Who owns the controlling interest of those 6 corporations? Is it the average person, or would it be one of these 85 people who set up dummy corporations and buy a controlling interest in that? And then what you read and observe on TV is what they want you to hear. If I want you to hear something, I can tell you the economy is recovering. Yet 20% of the households in the United States are on food stamps. I mean, there is no difference between a breadline in the 1930s depression and food stamps of today. The only thing that's different is instead of lining up in a line and getting your food, we send you an electronic EBT card and you go to the grocery store and get your food. Same thing. But where's that money coming from? I mean, we collect $2.6 trillion a year in taxation revenue, but we spend $4.2 trillion. Where did that other $1.6 trillion just mysteriously come from? Well, we used to have something called silver certificates and silver coins. Our government basically, when it had a silver coin, that's real money. We had a coinage act, and it said that if you counterfeited coin, it was punishable by death. That's how serious this was. Well, today, what we have now are called Federal Reserve notes. Federal Reserve notes, and it says it right on the top of the bill, Federal Reserve note. A Federal Reserve note sounds official. It's the currency in the United States. It's the currency we all use, but what is it? Where did it come from? I understand silver. Someone had to actually mine the ore and create it. If the government wanted to create money, it had to be backed by the silver or gold. But what's backing this note? Well, what's backing that note basically is thin air. So we're all working and toiling away for thin air. 56 times in this world's history, we've had what we call the monetary endgame. Hyperinflation 56, hyperdeflation 0. I wish Ben Bernanke would have learned from that. Hyperinflation is when you have 1 million units of a certain quantity. Could be Zimbabwe dollars, it could be dollars in Argentina, it doesn't matter. What it really is saying is this becomes worthless, of no value. People won't give you a cup of coffee for 1 trillion of these because there's nothing. You can't eat it, you can't drink it, you certainly get no nutrition from it. It has no value. The silver, for a reason, has maintained its value. A gold coin or silver coin in the 1800s, well, this is probably worth 30 or 40 of these things today. Why? Did this gain any weight in 100 years? No. Did it change the metal composition overnight? Nope. Then what happened? maybe this devalued. So if I only could have got one note, one piece of paper for this back 1800, and now I can get 40 or 50 of them today, then that's devalued 50 times. So the actual worth of that note is 2 pennies. 2 pennies of purchasing power. There and there. Why is it that our money no longer has a standard weight, a standard unit of value, a standard... Well, it's very simple in my estimation. Our government, the rulers want to control the people. The way they control the people is by promising them whatever. If you're a senior, we're going to promise you Medicaid. If you're a veteran, we're going to promise you veterans benefits. If you're unemployed, we're going to promise you 99 weeks of unemployment. Whatever the promise is, the people then say, whoa, gee, that sounds like a good deal. Probably vote for that guy. And we do this on and off. We vote for this guy and that guy. But the only thing that happens is when that guy creates whatever program it is, the bill gets sent to us in the form of depreciation of our currency, in the form of unfunded liabilities and debt, and in the form